Difficult Question program is on the air. In studio, I am Taktik Ferhadoğlu. Our guest is the Democracy and NGO Development Resource Center in Nakhchivan, Chairwoman Malahat Nasibova. Welcome to our studio. Thank you. Our subject is related to pre-election situation in Nakhchivan. When was tax inspection conducted in your organization? What was the result of this? Does your organization's work normal? Our organization is only independent organizations working in Nakhchivan. Not only tax inspection was conducted, but also pressures used against our organizations. We faced hearings. Our employees were arrested. Tax inspections were conducted recently. Our organization is a non-governmental organization. It has several documents. Verifying of the document doesn't demand much time. However, inspections have been continued for 3 months in our organizations. This was means for harassment. Then there were not problems in the inspection of the organization, but they fined us for 333 AZN. Instead of that, Nakhchivan Foreign Affairs Office attacked the organizations recently. They wrote letter to foreign organizations that they are working with us to recommend them be careful with us. There is no such practice that Minister of Foreign Affairs interfere in operation of the non-governmental organization. Tax Ministry, Financial Ministry can do that. They exceeded their commission. They recommended them to conduct tax inspections in our organization. It is ridiculous. If there is a problem in our organization during tax inspection, they can fine us, they can close our organization, and they can involve us in criminal court. Relations of donors is interesting for us. We are working with the most serious donors, international organizations. They are serious in their work. They demand financial and written reports accurately. Donors cannot want incomplete reports. Sending letter to donors was unexpected for them. Norwegian Rafter Prize Laureate Malahat Nasibova. Why were pressure used against you? There are few people who are working with us in Nakhchivan. Pressures are used against few people. Rafter Prize strengthens me. I accepted these pressures as prize. Stone was thrown at a person who is working. 5 winners of Rafter is laureate of Nobel Prize. How do you assess the social political situation of the situation pre-election campaign in Nakhchivan? Pessimism exists in Nakhchivan. Nakhchivan was tireless stations, meetings have been conducted since 1989 in Nakhchivan. Strong process happened in Nakhchivan during pre-election. It is impossible to hold it in Nakhchivan. Why is it impossible? That's why people are under pressure. Incidents happened in Russia in 1937 and in 1956 in Russia take place in Nakhchivan. People who protest are placed on the psychologist hospital. I see from the picture that there are organization of the Soviet Party and Popular Front Party, Unity Party's headquarters, and more NGOs than 160 were registered. Why is the situation so grave? Office was allocated to all the political parties since 1992, but the office was not allocated to non-governmental organizations. Although our organization was registered and we appealed regarding it, but they didn't allocate office to our organization. Which members of party are represented in Parliament of Nakhchivan? Does operation of Parliament influence operation of Nakhchivan? 45 deputies are elected for Nakhchivan Supreme Assembly. There is one woman deputy. She is a doctor. As political parties, representative of the New Azerbaijan Party is elected. There is no any member from opposition party in Nakhchivan Supreme Assembly. They nominated their candidates, but they were not elected. Nakhchivan Supreme Assembly session is challenged once or twice during a year. It begins at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year. How is the situation of media? There is no any facility for media in Nakhchivan. Press services could not create their job. If journalists go to prepare articles, they will be beaten, insulted. How do you assess the situations regarding this? According to media, representatives of human rights organizations were sent back from airport. When a representative of Norwegian embassy went to Beninyar village, they were insulted. How do human rights defenders work? I was told questions if the situation is difficult there. How do you work there? We haven't finished our mission. There were people of our period who wanted to finish their mission. We are so people. Not only international journalists but also local journalists were sent back from Nakhchivan. Nakhchivan is an inseparable part of Azerbaijan. Every person can go to there and to prepare article. But for example, Idrak Abbasov was called to National Security Ministry and he faced harassment. Ali Bey Hasanli was detained in Nakhchivan. Then he left Azerbaijan and lived in the foreign country. Nakhchivan is considered as a grave country. I looked through newspapers. Few articles regarding Nakhchivan are published in the local newspapers. There are independent televisions in Nakhchivan. How does broadcasting of the televisions of Nakhchivan all over Azerbaijan influence? Naturally, it can be good or we cannot be satisfied with this. There are two televisions in Nakhchivan. One of them is Nakhchivan State Television and another is Channel Certified. Channel certified broadcast entertainment films. If these channels are broadcasted all over Azerbaijan, history, customs of Nakhchivan can be recognized. There are a few political programs in Nakhchivan television channels. Although TV channels don't prepare regarding social political programs, broadcasting of the programs regarding the existing situations, history, customs, historical monuments in Nakhchivan can be better. There are visible and invisible sites in Nakhchivan. Showing a site is visible, but there are a lot of incidents took part in invisible in Nakhchivan. And the coverage of these issues our mission. Thank you for coming to our studio. Difficult Questions program was on the air.